I fell for Nate Cross the second he walked into my dad's dive bar looking for a part-time shift. I was 19, obsessed with his brooding eyes, and chased him for 6 months until he finally asked me out. 4 years later, he walked into my exclusive club and said, $100, Tracy. For old time's sake, join us for a drink. Let me backtrack. Our breakup was brutal. A few weeks before his college graduation, we were in a cheap motel, bleach smell, peeling wallpaper, when he lit a cigarette and said, when girls like you retire, do you just marry some boring, dim-witted guy who pays your siblings' tuition? I asked what he meant by girls like me. He looked me up and down, clawing your way up, using your body as collateral. I walked out, locked his number, and never looked back. 4 years later, my dad's dive bar was reborn as the Gilded Lily, the city's most exclusive private club. I was finishing staff training when the door swung open. Nate was there, flanking a high-profile client, looking the same but greasier, more desperate. He locked eyes with me, smirking. Still here? Beauty like yours has a short shelf life. Mr. Knight, she used to be a bargain. $150 a night. Now, I'll offer you $100. The client, Xavier Knight, turned to me, his voice low and dangerous. $100? Will $1 million get you to sit with me tonight, Tracy? Nate froze, bewildered. He thought Xavier was showing off, not serious. He pulled me aside later, whispering, he's a whale. My job depends on this deal. Don't let him play you. And get us younger girls. You're too jaded to put on a show. I smiled. You can't afford my appearance fee, he snorted. Don't let your ego get ahead of your paycheck, babe. It hit me then. The boy who whispered, I love you in my ear, was now pricing me like a used car. I'd mourned our breakup for months, wondering what I'd done wrong, but 4 years had healed that wound. I waved over my floor manager. If Lounge 512 asks for me, I'm unavailable. Then Brooke, Nate's old college mentee, cornered me, sneering. Nate's hitting the big leagues. If he'd stayed with you, he'd still be behind a bar. Your drugstore perfume is ruining the vibe. Stay out. I'd known Brooke since we dated. She was wealthy, entitled, and loved to make me feel small. Nate was the economics golden boy. Poor, proud, working 3 jobs to support his family. I never told him I was the bar owner's daughter. I was scared his pride would shatter our connection. I bought him real designer gifts for interviews, but Brooke told him they were knockoffs. He believed her. He chose to see me as one of the poor kids because it fit his narrative. Graduation stress broke him. He ghost wrote papers for cash, got frantic calls from his parents demanding money for their new baby. His affection turned desperate, almost violent. I mistook it for passion until that motel day. He thought I was selling myself, that my money was dirty. He couldn't handle the idea that I might have more than him. My thoughts were cut short by a runner. Miss Rosemary, fight in lounge 512. I sprinted there, ordering no police yet. Inside, Nate was huddled in a corner, bleeding from his forehead, shards of crystal on the floor. Xavier stood up, innocent look on his face. Tracy, they were talking shit about you. I lost it. It was self-defense. Brooke screamed. You're liable. Do your job, manager. I laughed. Who said I'm the manager? I met her eyes, cool and steady. I'm Tracy Rosemary, sole owner of this club. Inheritance. My dad retired, left me the business. I upgraded it. Xavier wrapped an arm around me and my wife. Brooke's jaw hit the floor. Nate stood, blood dripping, furious. You were the owner's daughter? All that time? You lied to me. I told you I was there to experience life, I said. You chose to believe I was struggling. And those gifts, they were real. You just didn't want to believe it. Nate turned on Brooke. You told me they were knockoffs. She paled. I grabbed Xavier. Ready to go? He grinned. Can I loop the security footage? I'm tired of being your secret husband. Meeting Xavier was an accident. When the club was under renovation, he came in, thought I was a staff member, and spent $1 million in a month just to wait for me to finish my shift. He never judged me for working there. He asked me to dinner, learned my mom was a retired actress he admired, and fell for me for who I was. We married secretly. Him as my safety net, me as his equal. The next morning, Nate filed a police report, refusing to settle unless I apologized at the hospital. He sat in bed, gauze wrapped around his head, begging, I loved you. I was scared. I couldn't afford you, your family. I broke up with Brooke. Can we start over? Before I could answer, Brooke burst in. You think she'd take you? She's married to Xavier Knight, media royalty. You're a loser. I pulled out the settlement papers. Triple medical compensation. Sign it and we're done. Nate signed without a word. Brooke sneered. Xavier's just using you. His new venture isn't funding. He can't have a scandal. I walked out saying, I'm more offended you called my bags fakes than stole my boyfriend. But here's the twist. Nate's not the only one hiding secrets. What did I find on his phone when we dated that I never told him? How did Xavier really find out about Brooke's scheme? The full story, all the lies, the betrayal, and the sweetest happy ending is on my homepage. Click my profile right now. It's free. And you'll never guess how I turned my heartbreak into the perfect life. This is the finale you can't miss. Don't scroll past.